In this week's message from the angels, they are guiding us through a self-healing technique that we can use for ourselves to help us heal whatever issues are coming up for us right now. So welcome back to my channel, you guys. And for those of you who are new here, my name is Ann Tucker. I am a trance channel. That means I go into a deep meditative state and I raise my awareness up as high as I can go and then a little higher to connect at the angelic realm. And those messages and healing come through and I share them here with you guys on YouTube. And today's message, like I said, it is a guided healing. So in the message, I'm going to go ahead and read it. You guys can, if you're in a good place now to close your eyes and to go through the healing, that is awesome. If not, you can just listen and use it later. But the idea is that this is a healing that you can use at any time. You can use it with the recording, or you can just learn the process and use it on your own, use it anytime. So, and there was a couple questions. I actually I'm recording this twice because you can see I'm in my new place, by the way, yay, but not all my tech is set up. And so anyways, here we are. I'm doing the recording a second time. And someone had asked, can you use this with children, the healing? And the answer was, yes, but not to heal things that happened in the past, to help them in the moment. So say if you have a child who is like, for example, fell down and skinned their knee and has fear coming up or whatever, you could use it to help them through that, but not like to have them regress and heal something that happened 2 weeks ago. So it's for in the moment for children, but for us, it's ideal for healing to use the triggers of the day, to use whatever's coming up in your experience, anywhere where you feel, as you notice through the day, anytime you have any other feelings other than awesome, if you have a non-awesome feeling, then there's something in you that's reacting to your environment. And that something is always internal. It's always us. So that's a place to go to isolate that feeling and to help to bring it out to the forefront, to observe it, to acknowledge it, and to let it go. And that is exactly the process the angels are guiding us through here. And they're going to assist you as you're using this healing method. The only thing that they do ask that whenever you're going to ask for the angels' help, you have to verbalize out loud. You have to say, please help me with this healing. So speak to them. You don't have to speak to them in a formal way. It can be really casual, but you have to ask for help. And there is a part in the healing itself where they're going to ask you to say something. I think they said it's a verbal proclamation. They're going to ask you to say something out loud. So that's the two things to keep in mind. So if you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and guide you through the healing. And I'll read the first part, and then I'll just recapitulate it, and then I'm going to go into the healing. So that'll be at the end of the video. All right. So here is what they have to say. We wish to say you're harboring expectancy, a feeling of all things culminating very soon, and we are watching within yourselves the turmoil you are undertaking. Heaving throughout humanity, vibrations of anger and angst. There are feelings mixed within yourselves of safety seeking, of feeling injured, unwelcomed, harboring resentment. These are intermixed and intertwined. The vibrations circulate throughout the field of planet Earth. There are also feelings amongst yourselves of being clear in ecstasy, a sense of opening up, welcoming in new vibrations, less turmoil. This is shaping, forming, happening. We see these threads as they are passing, swirling amongst yourselves. There are many sensations, violent and stormy, which are expressing. It is a period intermixed within the glorious rise of humanity. You're feeling things long repressed. What has been subsurface left to dwell and canker deep within yourselves and the earth. What has been allowed to rise in this time, these feelings mired in this culmination of your movement onward, they must be cleared. For heavenward, as you are bound in your vibrations toil, it sees no such disharmonious echoes as those which you are now experiencing. And these weigh you down, therefore allow the clearing. We bring unto you now the circumstances you are in. Heavenward, your eyes are bound. Get me there. I wish to be arrived already. You are feeling impatience. Yes, we sense this. Impatience is what is happening amongst yourselves within the earth. You are wishing for more clarity, a greater dawning, a sense of transforming all at once. There is within yourselves happening these stages of reprieve, of opening, allowing, shutting down, releasing. Opening, allowing, shutting down, releasing. And it is a necessary dance internally. It is as though the aperture of exploration must shutter to allow for the purging of that which can no longer be brought onward. There must be these periods of acceleration and deceleration, periods of accepting and longing, senses of all possibility, and periods of reflection. It is in these darker moments that you have now the opportunity to open yourselves deeply, to allow the frustration to unfold, the darkness you harbor, the deepest secrets, to allow them to flow more easily, to let them rise gently, to let them express within your heart to be felt. The longings, let them come. Fear nothing. Let them rise into yourself and see this not as a retraction from your growth, but an acceleration to the fire within, an acceleration to your amplitude. Allow yourselves this rise and fall, and let fall what may. Let it be what it is, what you are. Fight nothing. Fight against yourselves no more. Fear now embattles your process. The fear of being unworthy, the fear that what is rising is not something worth keeping. The fear that is unsettling. I must not feel these feelings. They are darkening. Yes, this must be true. The heaviness in you, it is there. It is rousing. Let it rise, dears. Let it rise within you. A clearing method we are sharing for yourselves. All right, so before we go into the clearing method, I'm going to read through that, but I want to just recap quickly what they're saying here. So they're talking about their perspective of the earth as they're looking down on us. And you can almost imagine all these swirling emotions going everywhere. Like they can see the emotions moving all over the earth. And they're seeing both all this sort of chaotic, fear and anger and angst as we are in this period where it's almost like we're being squozen and we are that tube of toothpaste and all the stuff of being squozen up our sort of our deep stuff. And they're saying that this is actually an easier time for us to clear our deep stuff, that the energies are supporting us to help us get that out. So they're seeing, and you can see that in the chaos on the planet, like not only the chaos among people in terms of like, look at the, demonstrations that are happening in China and in the Middle East. There's stuff, there's a lot of stuff going on and has been for some time now. Also in the weather. And I know that is a climate issue, but it is also an energy that there's extremes happening. And this is our stuff that we do not wish to feel. The stuff we avoid is now being forced up to the surface and we're being forced to encounter it. So they see all this swirling around, but they're also seeing the moments of transcendence that we're able to achieve. They see those moments that we step into these aspects of our higher frequency. So they're seeing both intermix is what they're telling us. And so what they want us to know is to not be afraid. So what they're saying here, fight nothing, right? Fight against yourselves no more. So we have been fearful in some cases of letting these emotions come up. And so we're still a lot of times stuck in the idea that whatever's happening out there is out there. Like when we get triggered or we get frustrated or whatever, we still will put it out there rather than recognizing anytime we feel anything less than awesome, it is showing us ourselves, showing us something in us that we can clear. So they're saying that there's, the fear that we experience about bringing things up sometimes is the fear that we are not making the progress that we want to make, right? If we let ourselves fall into those darker feelings, does that mean that we're necessarily stepping away from our own ascendance? And they're saying, no, they describe it as this process, right? They go through it here and they say it is a process of, if I can find it, opening, allowing, shutting down, releasing. So it's like, you can almost imagine it sort of opens up. And the way I'm thinking of this is like how we would drink water, that in order to drink water, you open up and you take water in, but then you have to close your mouth, right, to swallow and let your body process it. And then you open up again, let more water in, and then you have to close down, swallow, and process. And this is how our healing is going. That as we move up into higher and higher vibrations, we open up and we let more light in, and then we have to close down and we have to swallow, right? And then we have to let go of anything that is not in resonance with that higher frequency. So it's this, by nature, they're saying the body is processing this energy as we're ascending. We have to go through this opening and allowing, and then shutting down and releasing. So don't fear the shutting down process. Don't fear the releasing. Don't think of that as a step backwards. See that as part, and that each time you swallow, you're then opened up to get more in, right? So that's the idea. Is they want us to let go of the fear and they also want us to take the moment when we have these things come up, to take them out and to honor them and to recognize that they're part of ourselves, to give them their due and to recognize that they are just as sacred as all the beautiful parts of ourselves. That they're beautiful too, right? Our hard thoughts and our hard feelings are beautiful too. So, all right. So if you're ready, settle in and close your eyes. And I'm going to read through this and guide you through how they're going to do the healing here. And the angels will be with you. These words and this meditation that they gave here contains a frequency of them. They will come through and they will be with you anytime you use this. But when you're on your own and you want to do this, once you learn this process, all you have to do is ask. Just verbalize, angels, please help me with my healing. And then you start through this process and they'll be right there for you. So, all right. So go ahead and settle in. And here it is. Let your eyes close, dears. Let your minds settle. Be within your own skin. Sense deeply the well within your body, moving down into the belly, and breathe here now gently. Letting all stars and illumination center their focus on yourself. And as you bask in the appreciative stare of the heavens, let your body sway gently. Feel the movement of the earth beneath you, rocking. And as you rise in your awareness, culminating in the belly, allow a feeling of fluctuation, of vibration, begin to emanate from the center point of your being. A feeling of truthful now, of your essence performing its chorus. A sense of what you are and have always been. Let it rise for an instant. Now the pronouncement, I am here. I am here, anchoring the self in this space of existence. And from this empowered state, let your mind wander, dears. Let your mind empty. Fill it now with golden light entering from the crown chakra. Let go the thoughts of enemies and frustrations, of fights and longings, of hardships, and feel only the gentle pressure of golden illumination passing through the opening up your crown. Let this energy settle as it moves gently down and through your vocal cords, into the chest, which is breathing, and down the spine of your body. And as you are allowing this gentle support to enter, we ask you now to focus upon the energy of what is most disturbing, most alive to your anger. What is most present in your encounter of the day? What do you feel yourself rising against in frustration or anger or resistance? Feel now nothing of the circumstances of this enmity, but instead focus now upon the feeling within your body, the frustration, the longing, the lack, the fear. Become aware, dears, your body now is a palace of opportunity, of golden refuge. Within this space, you harbor now a frequency discordant, and you may feel it, isolate it, bring it to the forefront. The energy you are feeling, let it show itself. Let it come to your awareness within the body. Where is it? Find that space held deeply. Where is it? In the chest? In the diaphragm? Isolate the constriction that you are feeling. Notice this. We are helping. We are helping. And as you move your mind to the anger or longing or frustration or righteousness which has been present. Let this draw tight into a configuration you can recognize. See it become dense within the body. And we are here. Our arms are present. Our wings support yourself. And slowly moving, we aid you to draw this feeling from within you, to draw this forward for recognition, for understanding, for appreciation of yourself and your own perspective. And from this space of compassionate recognition, we allow, with gentleness, this feeling to dissipate, to dissipate, dissipate. And into that space within your body from which this passion has been healed, we place illumination, golden reflection, support for your rising. Hold yourself within this frequency a moment longer in appreciation for what you've done, for how you've laid bare your weakness, your sorrow, your sadness, your vulnerability, and allowed this to come forward. Appreciate the self lovingly. Gently now, we hold you in the calm of your clear frequency and bless you. We thank you and say goodbye. All right, you guys, beautiful healing, really beautiful healing. And the idea with what was happening there, just to kind of recap really quickly what happened. So as they started out in the beginning, and they brought you down into the belly, into the third chakra, and then they were trying to build up the energy of your own soul song in the center. So they try to bring your awareness into your skin, into the body, and then down to the belly, down to this third chakra. And then when you were there, they wanted you to focus on, that's why they have you say out loud the pronouncement, I am here, anchoring the self in the space of this existence. So you're really trying to strengthen the power that you're giving to your to yourself, to your soul song emanating from that third chakra. And then a reference to, they say you're performing your chorus. And then they bring in golden light through the crown chakra, which comes through, and they're just filling the whole body with this golden light to support you as you're going through this process. And that comes down, right down to the heart, down the spine. And then they're saying, the energy settle down as it comes in. And then they want you, now that you're ready, you've got your soul song is strong, you've got your body filled with golden light. Then they want you to bring to mind, what is it that you want to heal? What is it that's really provoking you from that day? Or what is it that is on your mind? So bring that up to mind. And then they say, don't focus on the story, right? They're saying, feel nothing of the circumstances of this enmity. So they don't want you to think about the story. Instead, focus on the feeling only in the body, right? What is that feeling? And if you can name the feeling, that helps. If you can't name it or you're not sure, feel in the body for where you feel a density or a constriction. Or if you're clairvoyant, can you look through your body and see, now you've got a gold, you're all gold other than this emotion you're going to be trying to heal. So it should stick out. So you might see it as a color. You could see it as a color of, a darkness or a mud color, whatever color you want to give it. Or you might feel it, like I said, as a weight or a constriction somewhere in the body. So become aware of that. They say, okay, now isolate it. They want you to focus on it, right? They say your body is a place of golden refuge because they filled it with gold. And now it's helping you to see this emotion, see this wound that you have. And then they want you to constrict the feeling, to make it denser, to make it, so bring that, whatever, if you see it as like a mass, feel that mass kind of coming together and becoming a little more solid so that you can work with it. Then the angels come behind you, they come in with you and they surround you, right? Their wings are around you. And then they're going to slowly help you push that energy outside of your body, just outside, like right, just outside your field, right there. And then once it's there, They want you to notice it, right? To give it compassionate recognition, they say, that gentleness, right? They want you to look at it, to recognize that feeling is beautiful, that is part of you. It deserves recognition. So this is really important for the process, to recognize that the feeling is true, that you've had it, and that it's a beautiful thing, and to allow the feeling to express. And then once you do, then the angels will help you to dissipate, and you'll see that energy. If you're clairvoyant, you'll see it, or maybe you feel it you could bubble up, like almost like effervescent, like bubbles, or it could go up like vapor. However you want to visualize that, just starting to dissipate in front of you, could just sort of slowly fade away. And then the angels will fill back in. Once it's released, they'll fill back in. And they say with a golden reflection, support for your rising. And they hold you there for a moment to appreciate what you've done and to appreciate yourself. And then that's it. So gorgeous, gorgeous process. And I encourage you to use that. And if you use the recording, ask the angels to support you through it. And I think this is going to be a huge help to us during, especially now, such a crunchy time. There's a lot coming up for people right now. So I hope you enjoy the message, you guys. Sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next Friday live. Bye, you guys.